Well. You can see in my face, I'm highly disappointed, as I know most of us are. It's almost unreal what's going on here. It seems like this isn't reality. I mean, what's going on with this team um, is unbelievable. It's frustrating as a fan, and you can't argue uh, with uh, pessimistic folks and naysayers when they say, "Hey, you just the same old Texans." And no matter how much we believe, no matter how uh, no matter how far uh, we think we can go, is throughout the years, throughout the history of this team, dating back to Carr, Shaw, you know, Fitzpatrick, Deshaun, whatever, whoever stepped in, we can't have the luxury of being a complete team. It was a disappointing loss today, guys. The Titans come in and do the unexpected, uh, do the unbelievable. They make it happen. Uh, 32-27, the Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans, and in embarrassing fashion, might I add. Um, wasn't a clean game played on either side of the ball, but the defense did enough to win us that game. Although they made Will Levis look like Josh Allen, you know, um, it was embarrassing, man, to say that um, we lost to a 2-8 team on our home field. If it's anything else that's not making it as bad, the fact that nobody expected us to drop this game. I think we were 7.5-point favorites to win this game, and we just completely dropped the ball. Stroud, I don't know what's going on with the young brother, and I love the young brother. We all do, and it's people calling. I seen some crazy posts today on Twitter, and people were saying they miss Deshaun Watson. I seen posts like that, like, come on, guys, let's keep it real. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. Let's keep it reality, man. But what happened today from his as a leader of this team, from the offensive line kept him relatively clean. I think if I'm being honest and clear about things, those two interceptions that he threw. One I guess Mechie was supposed to keep running, and they weren't on the same page. So that's what they're saying it was, but it doesn't matter. This has been an ongoing theme game after game, and now it's coming to be to where Stroud. Let's be honest. I mean, you guys are going to want to blame Bobby on a lot of this thing, which he has his faults too, and we'll get to that. But you guys are going to want to blame Bobby. But Stroud, let's go and be honest, man. My boy has been costing us some games. That Lions game, he had an open touchdown. I think it was Tank Dell in the back. He cost us that game by throwing interception, costly interception. He threw another underthrown ball, throwing it to Nico Collins, and he was picked off, man. I think the guy, Brandley, whatever the guy's name is, picked him off. And this shit is got to stop. I don't know what's going on. I hope that it's not regressing to the Ohio State QB mean. And you know what I mean, those that know football. I'm pissed off, man. Hey, I had to set this stream up so I had time to cool down a little bit. But, man, to lose the game in that way in front of your home crowd was embarrassing. And I feel bad for the defense because, they allow Will Levis to make his plays, but they shut him down. They sacked this guy 8 times. I believe this guy was sacked 8 times today, if I'm not mistaken. 8 times. My goodness. Will had 2 by himself. And I said that. I said I expect Will and I expect Daniil to eat. And Daniil had 3 by himself. Levis, went 18 of 24 for, damn. He went 18 of 24 for over 260, 50, 60 yards today. He was sacked 8 times. And a defense like this, hey, that's great. The dude had a 123.3 quarterback rating today. On our field when he had been playing terrible. This guy, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the team, man. It's okay. So D'Amico is the head coach, and all of it does come tumbling back to you. But Kaimi missing a 28-yard field goal when he just broke a record for 12 field goals in the season, over 50 plus. And then you turn around and lay an egg when it comes to hitting a 28-yarder. You hook it to the left. My God, that's not on D'Amico. Stroud throwing those 2 interceptions, that's not on Bobby, and that's not on D'Amico. That's on Stroud. He got to clean it up. This offseason, no more podcasts, no more being the ambassador and traveling the world, bro. Just lock in, bro. You get the benefit of the doubt. Just lock in. But the play that's been on the field has not been what we're accustomed to from him or anybody else. On the offense. Dalton Schultz, man, he barely gets into the game. Now, where's the game plan to get him in more into the game, man? These we're wasting this defense, man. Guys like Daniil. Petrie went out today. They're saying he may have a torn pec. Hey, man, that'll keep him out for the rest of the season. He may have a torn pec. They're going to do the testing and whatever, and they'll get back to us later. But, yeah, man, we're going to have to tighten this up, man, and no pun intended. But what was on display today was very disgraceful as far as the offense. Definitely the offense is concerned. Juice Scruggs, this left guard position, they moved him out the way and moved Jared Patterson into the center's position. Is that this nagging, seething thing with the line, offensive line? They just can't. All this resources and all this money and resources they've invested into the offensive line, and they cannot get these guys to play a solid, complete game. And I want to say, I think up until maybe the end of the third or the fourth quarter, they kept Stroud relatively clean. That's why I'm saying Stroud, through those picks, it wasn't the line that was, had him flustered. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's seeing, but he's not seeing. He's not the rookie of the year Stroud that we saw last year. He was outplayed today by Will Levis in your home field. He was outplayed today by Will Levis. 20 of 33, 247 yards thrown, 60% completion. 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. 78.7 QBR. He was outplayed. He was sacked 4 times, but if I'm not mistaken, those came towards the end of the game, man. In the fourth quarter, though, they just made the plays, man. And on that third and at the third and goal, at the third and we backed up into our goal, 3rd and 17. Why not just throw that ball away, bro? Instead of your awareness level was not there. The awareness level wasn't there in the fourth quarter when we needed it the most. Because he even owned up to the fact that when he threw that touchdown to Nico Collins in the fourth quarter, what I think a minute or so left, I don't remember. He took ownership of motioning, Mixon and I think it was Nico Mixon and Dale. 2 people were moving at the same time when he snapped the ball, and that's not allowable in the game. And he owned up to that. So your head is not in the game. You threw that interception to throwing it to Mechie, it's killing us, man. You know, I'm not finna be one of those guys that's finna kiss ass and coddle because Stroud, that wasn't man. You got to clean it up, bro. We love you, man. We appreciate, we know you got it in you, bro. But you're gonna have to tighten up, man, and clean up, what's going on here because that was totally and utterly unacceptable, man. And hey, Bobby Slowick, he's steady. You see, that Tavondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons had that middle of the line locked up, and Mixon wasn't getting anywhere today on the ground. But yet you still chose time and time again, to try to run Mixon up the middle, and they had him clamped up. No scheming whatsoever to get these guys open. Where was Dameon Pierce in the run game? None existed. Did Dameon Pierce even get a carry? I know he damn near broke one for a touchdown. It started out real good. The game started out real good. Dameon Pierce, first play, kickoff return. He got down to the 20, and hey, first play, CJ threw a touchdown. But it seemed to be going well until it wasn't. And I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what we're going to have to do to get this offense on par with this defense to get complimentary because it's always one or the other. I've been a Texans fan since the inception of the team, man. And I know one thing I can tell you is if they got one thing rolling, the offense is rolling, the defense ain't rolling. They got the offense rolling, the special teams giving up plays. They got the special teams rolling and the defense rolling. The offense is not hitting on cylinders. We needed this defense, and we needed the offense of 2020 with Hopkins and those boys, Lamar Miller, and we needed that now. I'm not suggesting anything, but you know what it's gonna take, and we're gonna be honest with your situation. You know what this is gonna take, hey, first of all, no matter who you bring in, CJ is gonna have to raise his level of play, man. Bro, we are 7-5 now. 7-5. CJ's gonna have to raise his level of play. So no matter who you bring in at OC, he's still gonna have to raise his level of play. And yes, we do need creativity on the offense. Because Bobby Slowick, for some reason, man, he's gonna run that ball, man, in situations where, so now start breaking out the passing game. Just throw it all to the wind, man. I'm trying my best to stop cursing, but damn. I'm trying my best to stop cursing, but this here is just frustrating for us as fans, and they wonder why they'll show, if you look online, you'll see videos and pictures of 5 minutes before the game, the stands are half empty or whatnot. A lot of it has to do with traffic, and people just love partying out here, and they're in the parking lot. A lot of them, man, hey, them tailgates be jumping out there in front of NRG. But, they wonder why nobody's rushing because, hey, listen, when you put stuff and what I know you guys heard that Joe Mixon was arguing with fans. I'm curious to know what that was about. But they say that Joe Mixon was arguing fans arguing with fans in the stands. Now, were those fans or were those Titan fans? I got to get some clarification on that. I'm pretty sure we'll hear about that. But what in the hell is this? If this was fans, this is embarrassing, man. This is an embarrassment, man. Nobody on the team and our fans should be arguing with any other players about what, especially Joe Mixon. He's been one of the on the offense, him and Nico have been the lifeblood of the offense, to be honest. So why in the hell is anybody in the stands arguing with Nico Collins with Joe Mixon? It would be beyond me. This fan base is so weathery, so wishy-washy, man. I'm not calling for Nico's job, D'Amico's job. That you got fans that's calling for this guy who got your defense playing top tier. They did enough. They took they did enough. Sacked this guy 8 times, intercepted him. It's not their fault that CJ turning the ball over. It's not their fault that, again, another crucial kick, like in the Detroit game, I believe, that Kaimi is not able to hit the close ones. Man, when it comes down to it, Bobby Slowick, in my opinion, man, no matter what happens, bro, unless it's a straight run to the Super Bowl, bro, you got to go, bro. And it's not his fault that CJ's turning that ball over the way he has been, but at the same time, you're still not putting us in position where we're dominating these teams with the play calling. They're predictable. They're stuffing the run, and you steady running the ball. Why are you steady running the ball? And you can clearly see that these boys have a game plan for that, especially after seeing what you did to Dallas last week. Man, we got to see those guys again the last game of the season, and we got to go out there to Tennessee. You best believe that Amy Adams saw what Miss Hannah McNair said, and, hey, man, she probably went in that locker room and talked to them guys about that. And, I can imagine the words she used when she was seething, when she saw that, and she probably said, hey, get that. I want to beat that, whatever. Ain't no telling. Just disappointed. It's hurtful, man. Nobody expected this. Nobody. And there I go again. Like I said on early episode earlier today. I said it was a gimme, but I said, you know what? I said that for the Detroit Lions game when we were up, and look what happened. I ended up looking like an idiot in that stadium, running up to all those fans and mocking them and being in their face and joking with them and calling them out and, making fun of them. I got my ass I ran up out of my own house. They ran us out of our own house. And then it happened again today. We got ran up out of our own house. It just doesn't make any sense, man. I keep saying these mock drafts with Ashton Giante, the running back. Man, we need to get some offensive linemen, man. Forget that, dude. We need offensive linemen, man. If you're trying to tell me that we need a running back when this line has no discipline, this line don't have discipline. Let's be honest about it. The line don't have any type of discipline whatsoever. For us to Drew Struggs, man, come on, guys. You guys blow the play up at the worst moments of the game, man. At the worst moments of the game. Even when Stroud threw those interceptions, the defense kept us in it. So, yeah, they did have let Levis have his, but they also took away from him, and they also put us in position to win. 24-23, we were up once. CJ threw that interception, and then guess what? Whatever happened, and then guess what? Here comes Jimmy Ward with that pick six, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, he cleaned up that interception from Stroud. And this is the defense this is a defense that can win you games. Anybody calling for D'Amico's job is an idiot. I'm sorry. You're a pure idiot. This is the best defense we've ever had. We lost one of our very, very key players, Jalen Petrie, and hopefully it's not as bad as they're saying, but sound like the guy has a torn pec, and that's going to keep him out for the remainder of the season. The thing is, they're going to need to fire Bobby and get somebody on this offense to complement this defense. They're going to have to get somebody on this offense to play a masterful play caller. They're going to need to get a masterful play caller to get complement on offense to complement the masterful play calling from D'Amico. He's not without. So he needs to work on that back end. We need some better back end play because these rookies, they'll give it up. Kalen Bullock, gave up that touchdown to who was that? I forgot the guy's name, but I said this earlier. I said, hey, Texans got to watch out for the deep ball. They are susceptible to the deep ball. I don't know why people are saying I was listening to the live as I'm watching the game, listen to the sports announcers, and they were saying that that's unusual for us to give up big plays. Bro, has he been watching? We've been giving up big plays the whole game. Damn near every game we're susceptible over the top. Every game we're susceptible over the top. And I said that. I said that earlier this morning, like, hey man, Calvin, I can see Calvin really getting one over the top, big play, yada yada. And not only was it that, it was more than that. It was 2 or 3. And that put the Titans in scoring position. And they saw that on tape. And they're exposing that. Texans gonna have to clean that up. Gonna have to clean up that secondary, man. They're gonna have to do something to clean that up. Because going forward, all teams are gonna try that now. The Jags are gonna think that, hey, the 2-9 Jags, I don't know, did they play today? They're gonna be looking for that exposure. Not that they can, run over Stingley or run over Lassiter or run over Kalen Bullock, but they are susceptible to the deep pass. Something's been going on, and it's been that way since day one. It's been that way since day one. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I know if you feeling like me, man, you're heartbroken. Hey, Titans fans, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Y'all came in here in a very hostile environment against a very, very good defense, and y'all played ball, man, and y'all pulled up the upset, bro, because this is truly, truly an upset of a win. I don't know what else to say. We're just gonna. I think, man. Texans, man, right now, bro, y'all ain't ready. Just not ready. It's the truth hurts. The truth hurts, man. The Texans aren't ready, man. The Texans just aren't ready. I don't know what it's gonna take to get them ready. I don't know how you fix CJ. Bro. You know what? Somebody else. I seen a post. Somebody said something about how ever since Joe Mixon was like, hey, bro, you got some speed. You need to run and this and that. He started trying to work on that more in the offseason. And they even said that he said he was working on it in the offseason. Stop running, CJ. Just be you. Stop running, bro. Stop running. Stop trying to be a runner. Add that into the mix of your game. You do it when you do it, but now you're taking off too much. And I think it has an effect on your game when you got in the back of your mind, I can run now instead of saying, let me set my feet and make these tough throws in the face of the defense. Because that's what you were, fearless, bro. You were making throws in face of defense, standing in the pocket, and that very split-second decision, that very moment that you had to that last split-second chance you had it and you were making the throws. And I don't blame you, bro, when you're getting knocked around because you got your Kenyon Greens and your Shaq Masons and guys blowing their assignments. Shaq Mason was a dog last year. Man, Kendrick Green, maybe he unfortunately he got hurt, or is he still even on the team? Is Kendrick Green still even on the squad? But this hurts, man. This one here hurts. D'Amico, he got this team. All these people, like I say, calling for his job, man. You're lunatics, man. This guy has this team believing and playing ball, but the thing is, he can't do everything by himself. And unfortunately, the offensive coordinator is not in his bag. And hey, guys, our quarterback is not in his bag. He's not in his bag. To be honest with you. CJ's not in his bag right now, man. He got outplayed by Will Levis in his own home field. We always play these home games. They was announcing, hey, look, man, the Texans have been in a one-score game and even less than a one-score game all season against divisional opponents and the AFC South. One-score games. That has to stop. Why are we not putting teams away if we got Joe Mixon? What good does that do? Why are we not putting teams away if we got Nico Collins? They said all season, so when Diggs was here, we still were playing it close to the vest. We still were keeping them in the game, the opponent in the game. Man, I turned that game off soon as Stroud took that safety. Why did he take that safety? I don't know. I have no idea why Stroud took that safety. 3rd and 17, throw it away. At least you just give us a chance, bro. Give us a chance. My God. But the protection, man, it's in the protection too. This guy can't do it all by himself. But you have open throws, man. You threw one towards Nico's feet. You threw one over. You underthrew Mechie. Excuse me. You underthrew Nico and got picked off. You didn't. I don't know what that busted play was with you between you and Mechie. But man, this is why the fans don't turn out, man, the way that we think they should. And I know the owners and them, man, they're doing their best to try to woo the fan base back into the stands as full blast where we don't have other fan bases coming in and taking over NRG. I don't know what's going on next week against the Jags, man. We got to go to the Jacksonville, and I don't know what the hell going to happen. And I told y'all, Miami, they have a slump, but Miami is one of those teams that's like a sleeping giant, man. You can't fuck over excuse my language. You can't expect you think you got problems with the Titans. Miami's coming in town, and Mike McDaniels is no slouch of a coach. Tyreek Hill is no slouch of a wide receiver. Tua is not a slouch of a quarterback. Jaden Waddle, these guys are going to come to play. They're going to come to play. We got the possibility of being 7-7 going into Kansas City. Ooh. It's over. It's over. But you're going to finish the season. Because you dropped those 2 games, 7-7, then you go 7-9, and then you got if the Ravens come in here and take care of business, and then you got Titans at the end, and you got to go out there and, what you going to go 8-9? And try to get, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, wake up. Sit there, pray all you want. Ask the good Lord to come in and give y'all some insight, man. What's going on? What is going on? Who knows what's going on with this team? It's never a complete ball game. Never. It's always, even last week, the defense won us that game, man. And they almost won it for us again today. The defense almost won this game for us again today. But hey, this offense lost us this game. Those 2 picks lost us this game. Those miscues when Nico had that touchdown, that lost us this game. Now we're talking about 27, 27-34 or whatever it was. Excuse me, 34. I think we would have been up, 34? I don't know, guys. It hurts being a Texans fan right now. It always hurts being a Texans fan at certain points. But I'm not going to give up hope. But I don't know what it's going to take. But I do know what it will take. One thing it's going to take is some soul searching within themselves. Some guys just not cut out for this. Some of those guys on that offensive line, they're not cut out for this. Maybe Shaq Mason, who we re-signed, he may not be cut out for this. It's only so much that, the defense can do to keep us floating. And we were expected to have a prolific offense. That's where we were supposed to be good at. Everybody was expecting us to be damn near unstoppable on offense. It's just not true. That's not true. I think CJ now in the year has 14 touchdowns, maybe 9 interceptions. It's horrible, man. It's not a good look. We need to put those. Don't go do no traveling this summer, man. Don't do no traveling, bro. If you do, we're going to already know. Don't go to no parties. Don't go to no all-white parties. Don't go to Japan. Don't be all in Dubai with Micah Parsons doing podcasts and stuff. Be out there working on your craft, man. Be working on your craft, bro. I don't know how this rest of this season going to turn out. Hey, we can run the table. God willing. But right now on the field, from what me and the rest of the fan base can see, you're not to the form you were last year. And part of it is because of preparation, and part of it is because, yeah, Bob ain't putting him in the best position to be top dog. His play calling is not creative. His problem solving and his adjustment game. Bobby has a weak adjustment game. For us to be sucking in the second half, we cannot put up points in the second half. For us to be there, that's just a testament to the offensive coordinator, bro. Head coach too. We can't let D'Amico, you call the shots, but we know that he's a defensive guru. And so his offensive, they're going to have to figure out something. I had people suggesting maybe they need to sit CJ for a bit. Or, hey, man, I don't know. Because we're not able to put up points in the second half, man. Defense put up points for us. Joe Mixon had a touchdown last week, but that broke a streak of not having touchdowns in the second half by the offense. It's ridiculous. We got to play 4 full quarters of football, and I know that the team will be the first to tell you that. That's common sense. You have to play 2 halves, 2 full halves, 2 full halves. Who knows what we could do if we can just put together a full game. We haven't put down a complete football game pretty much all season. We haven't played a complete game of football. But, man, I was so frustrated, and I know a lot of us are. A lot of us are hurt. And the thing about it is we got to go a whole nother 7 days. And then even if you beat the Jags, it's the Jags. It's the Jags. I'm going to be honest. You can beat the Jags. You can beat Miami. Nobody going to be happy unless you beat the Chiefs or the Ravens or both. That'll give you some hope. You can't do that, nobody going to want to hear nothing. And the way y'all playing right now is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'd put a mirror up in front of each one of them offensive linemen, especially the struggling ones. I'd put a mirror in front of CJ and say, look at this, man. Tell me, who are you? Who do you want to be? Are you going to disappear in your mirror? Are you going to see your reflection, or are you going to be a vampire and you don't see shit? It's frustrating, man. We got to have a bad week for us Texans, our diehard Texans fans. We're going to be honest. Us diehard Texans fans, man, we're not going to be feeling good this week. Us diehard Texans fans are not going to be feeling good this week, man. It's going to fuck up our week. Excuse my language, bro, but it's going to mess up our week. Some of us, man, put high stakes investment, merchandise, season tickets, shows, podcasts, calling in on the radio, buying cups and hats and rugs and stickers and all of this stuff. Traveling, you got fans that travel, follow the team around. Like those little fish be following the big whales, cleaning them, and the sharks, cleaning them. You got fans that follow the team, invest a lot in them front row seats, man. And to put this product on the field and to give us, good for giving us good hope and snatching it away. We tired of that, man. We hurt. We tired of that, man. It's too much investment, man. And then that's when you start to lose the fan base, man. When you get shit like this, the seasons like this, and then, so much hope. And I cannot blame the top to head up. They're trying, man. They put together a team. They putting the resources in. They putting the money in. They're making the team more accessible to the fans and making the fan experience more enjoyable and offering all kind of perks and things like that. But when you have so much invested as a fan base, and then you constantly get hit with these games and these seasons and these And it's hard to believe. I truly hope this is a Cinderella, Rocky Balboa story, man, and that we can find our way in New Orleans this year. These guys ain't getting no younger. And I don't want to hear anything about, man, hey, it's going to be some people talking about drafted running back Ashton Giante or whatever. Hey, that brother's talented. And, hey, he may be a plus, but if you ain't fixing that O-line, bringing in some dogs, it's a waste of time, man, because they ain't going to be able to block this brother to give him his confidence back, to give him his cockiness back, his ego back, his feeling of, hey, nobody can touch me. Now he's out there, throwing interceptions hey, looking, defeated. And I didn't see anybody come over there and pat him. I didn't see the team come up to him and say, hey, listen, you got to be all in it when you do good and when you be bad. You got to pump each other up all the time. You know who you can be. You know who you are. Tell yourself, this is who we can be. We have the talent, guys. This team has the talent to clean up all of their mistakes right now, even the O-line. They have the linemen to clean up the mistakes. They're going to have to lock in. CJ's going to have to lock in and remember who he is. Remember who you are, bro. Remember who you've been through your whole life when they challenged you and they said that you weren't good enough and you made your way and was the MVP of the Elite 11. And when you beat out Ewers at Quinn Ewers at Ohio State, he tried to push for your position. Remember who you are, man. Don't lose sight of that, man. Remember, what you did last year, Rookie of the Year. Focus in, lock in. Bobby Slowick, you're going to have to have some kind of revelational journey to where you can sit back and tell yourself, man, listen, I need to stop running the ball every first down. I get a first down when I throw the ball, and I want to double back and run the ball stubbornly so. Get that man a break. Or at least Dameon Pierce. Why wasn't Dameon Pierce a factor in today's game? Somebody explain to me, why wasn't Dameon Pierce a factor in today's game? It make no sense. Hey, guys, we just keeping it real here on Ryl Texans Talk. And, I'm passionate about this team, man. I invest so much time and emotional, my emotional and my mental into this team. And again, we have the right to complain because a lot of us have invested so much into this team emotionally, financially, mentally, so true fans have the right to complain. All these bandwagoners and naysayers, go on about your business. This is family business here. Let the family say what they got to say and speak the truth. I'm family. Let us speak the truth. We got real friends and real family going to tell you with love how it's supposed to be. They ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. That's why I'm talking to Stroud, telling him, bro, wake up. Clean this up, bro. That's why I'm walking to Bobby Slowick and, hey, bro, please stop being predictable, bro. Kindly get your head in the game, bro. You just broke a record today, but at the same time, kicked a woeful field goal, 28-yarder, you missed it. Get in line. D'Amico, get your boys in line, bro. Your defense doing okay, but you need to clean up that back end of that defense because I called it all my shows. I've said time and time again that the defense is susceptible to the deep pass. Nobody wanted to say nothing to him. Nobody wanted to argue. I've spoken in chats, in other people's chats when I join them, and I mention this. They want to ignore that fact, bro. It's the truth. Get these guys right, coach. You bringing joy to the team. We had a joy that we never had, especially last year. We got hope this year, and you got all the weapons and teams, even with Petrie going out. Even with Diggs going out. We got good secondaries, good backup, good depth. We'll be okay. Guys, this was just a frustrated show. We shouldn't have dropped this game, but I honestly don't know what to expect going forward, man. One can only hope this could be a Rocky Balboa story. I have no clue of what's coming out of that locker room next Sunday. I don't think any of us does. Let's just hope for the best. You've been listening to the Ryl Texans Talk. I hope I've, made some sense here today with fans that's like-minded and, that expect better from this team. Let's pray that we can get this thing on track because we don't want to I hate to sound like the Cowboy fans, but this was supposed to be our year. And we still got time to make it our year. The best teams, the teams that win the Super Bowl don't always run a straight gauntlet through and look as dominant as the 10-1 Detroit Lions. The best teams don't always look like that. Don't forget the 2007 Giants, man. I think they were 9-7 going into the playoffs and just went off. So it can happen. It can definitely happen. But I thank you guys for listening. Hey, please like and subscribe, man. Hey, it supports the channel. If you're in town, and I mean, I say in town, I mean you're on this channel and you're on the live with me and you're tapped in. Hey, don't be shy. Say hello, subscribe, like, follow. It's just motivation, man. But again, man, y'all tap in, like and subscribe at Blastoff ENTCO on YouTube. Follow the Ryl Texans Talk. Shout out to the Ryl Talk podcast, man. Y'all stay tapped in for that. We a war against degeneracy on that show. Shout out to the prayers, man. Anyway, you guys, thank you for tapping in, man. You've been listening to the Ryl Texans Talk. I am your host, Darryl Blastoff. Let's hope that we can get this corrected, and get on the right track, man, because us as fans, we deserve this. We deserve this, man. You guys be blessed. And until next time, peace out.